join us. And so okay, so nice to meet you guys, and I'm happy that we can talk about disability topics. And I hope that you will enjoy my channel. This is my first live streaming, so it's okay. It's a starting point, and now I'm waiting for RJ, that is my friend from US, that will join us. This is tricky. So you can share my channel. I'm happy to do streamings with you, and I hope to share my videos, my knowledge, and I hope also to hear from you guys, from your stories. And I think that we have to learn from each other and we can support each other. Oh, just a second, guys. Is a so now I'm waiting that he's join us, and everything is working good apparently. So I hope that's good, and I hope that we can enjoy together, and I will happy to welcome your comments and your questions related only to disability topics. And this is our space and opportunity to get up our voice. I have also 3 Facebook groups, and for fighting for our rights. So the first is we have the right to study. The second is we fight for our rights, and the third is a little bit complicated because I created when I was a blogger of Job Me Too. That is an Italian blog that helps disabled people to get a job. But now I stop editing for them because the guy that helped the head of this blog, he left, so he found another job, and now this guy is deaf and is alone. So he said to me that the social part, that is the part that I considered, so that I'm working for as a volunteer, so he cannot publish and take care of that part. So he has to focus on job seekers and candidates and employers to meet each other. So I will check. And the name of the third group is AC Articles Blog Job Me Too. So this is the name of the group you find in Facebook. So I also continue to use that group, also if it's not really active. So I mean that I'm not editing by myself, but I put information that so you can join. So we are like at least 200 members and something like that for each group. So more than 200, I guess. So you can join, and if you're interested on disability. Okay. It is working. So I'm really happy to welcome you in this meeting, and that we are talking each other. So I am in the beginning. So yeah, that's it. So I think that you can chat as well. And ah, oh, guys. Uh, yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I don't. Sorry, but I don't understand why RJ is not coming. You know. So I don't know. Sorry for the interruptions, but I don't know if it's something that is not working good properly or whatever. I think everything is working. So yeah, that's it. And Okay, here everything is correct. So I'm checking the settings if it's something that is not working, properly. So I hope not, but you know. So guys, if you want to tell me your story, I'm very curious to know that. So do that. Feel free to do that. Obviously, um, if our stories that relate to disability, so I'm very I'm very strict. So because I want that my channel will be very serious, So this is the reason. Uh, your guess, okay. On off, elect and invite actor. Okay. I don't know, guys. So this is like also a test streaming in reality. So because I want to be sure that everything is going on. Um, but because uh, my friend don't join. Okay, we wait sometimes and then so maybe something that need to be set up, but I think it's fine. So I yeah guys, I heard okay story that is in Italian, and okay translated in English is a story about a guy that that is autistic, and he was in the church, and during a ceremony the pastor throw him out. So and I saw this news on Facebook, and I really disappointed about that. So I really disappointed. So I hope that you know we solve this, because it's something really annoying. And so I think that okay, maybe we will do another video about the church and related to disabilities, what are their behavior. Sorry guys, but I send again the link to my friend. Or MS. Wait guys, I send again. I hope that now I can join. So I'm very sorry about that, guys. And in Italy, we prefer to say, oh no, we are not concrete, so we are not equal. We prefer to say, no, 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 the problem doesn't exist. So this is what I don't like from Italy, and we don't recognize that we have a weak point, not only strong point. So, and most of the people, oh, my friend,
Yes, you did it, Ariana. I'm
yeah,
proud of you.
yeah, I did it. We did everything together, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, I'm proud of you.
I'm happy that you come, Ole. I'm so happy
Yes,
about that.
yes, yes.
So I'm talking about the guys with the guys about RJ. Today I read the news when I was in
Uh-huh.
streaming with you about an
Mm-hmm.
autistic guy is Italian news, and I read on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
that a girl shared that this guy is autistic, and the pastor of the church he throw he throw out the guy from the church. It's very annoying, because the guy is autistic, you
It
know.
is, it is. And unfortunately, there's ignorance and things in the world that people do not understand, and they do not understand that people have different disabilities. It's just sad, that people can't can't understand, that we're all human. We're all
Yes,
human.
I'm agree.
So
I prefer to agree with you. So, and and I say to the guys that okay, so we are not, we don't recognize that Italy have weak points related to disability, but we think always, oh, we're the best country in the world, and we don't recognize that we are doing mistakes. So, and okay, I will do another video about that, but
yeah.
there are different categories of Italians, people that are
Hmm.
living in
Hmm.
Italy. So different societies, so perceptions, related to disability,
Oh yes,
So
yes, yes.
this is the point, and there are people, for example, that
Um.
they want to change their point of view. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on just a second, Ariana. I need to leave the
Yeah.
call for just a second. Something's
Okay.
not right on my end. It's okay. It's all right. I just need to fix something real quick. Hold on just a second.
Okay. If I can help you, tell me.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, just let me fix this real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Okay. No problem. So, okay, RJ left. Yes, to fix some problems. So I hope that they figure out, but I'm sure about that. So, guys, there are a lot of troubles that disabled people fix, during their day life. For example, just when you're born, and if you're born with disability, or until you die, unfortunately. So this is the point, and I think that we don't have enough support, and we have to change the philosophy in Italy to disability, because when you study about disability rights and wherever, you don't realize that there are some in paper everything is perfect. So, but in reality, it's very weak. So I hope, guys, that this channel will help you to learn something, to change also your point of view, because you know that you recognize that there are some problems, and maybe we can also make exchange opinions. So we can say, okay, um, we can make questions, we can go to the governments, we can go wherever. So important is that we take actions and that we don't stay indifferent. So that we don't say, ah, yeah, okay, I accept it. Okay, fix.
There we are. There we are.
Okay, okay, it's very nice. So,
Yeah, I just had to close my YouTube because I was getting echo in the background, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, because when you go also to me happened before, you know, when I
yeah,
your channel. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, we are talking
Yep.
about society, about you know, about society, our disability. You know, I say to the guys that if you're born like disabled and you have to fix problems until you die. So you know, because
Oh
it's
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
and you know, I
Yep.
notice also Facebook, because I have a lot of groups and people are very kind with me.
Mhm.
They give me a lot of groups to manage, you know, they're very nice people, and you know, they support me a lot, and they say, oh, that I'm very active, you know, so
Yeah.
they appreciate. Then they say, okay, is a person, you know, that can manage the group. You know, I have a lot of groups
Mhm.
that people give me.
Mhm.
I really appreciate about that. So um and but I noticed a sad thing. So I mean, you know, most of the people, also a friend of mine, say,
Mhm.
okay, she's 50, she's cute girl, but okay, cute lady, but she said, accept, we have to accept this, we have to accept that. No, for me, injustice is not be accepted.
Right.
We have
Right.
to fight, you know.
Right. And there are a lot of people that do not understand that blind people can do anything that we set our mind to.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's, and just like what you've been experiencing, Ariana, with the rejection
yeah,
and everything, it's just um, I guess it's just a part of life. As a blind person, not just, anywhere you'll have people that do not understand, but what you're facing in Europe is just out and out discrimination, just
yeah,
blatant,
yeah,
very
yeah.
blatant
Yeah,
discrimination,
true.
and it's not right.
No, it's true, you know, and
So,
I also tell to the guys that I changed my mind, because you know those experience that I'm doing in Europe helped me to change my, because when you start to study the laws, oh, everything is perfect, but this is not the reality, you know. So um, the paper is different than the practice. So we miss best practice, we miss monitoring bodies, we miss actions, because you know I can have a lot of advocacies, but if they don't take action, or if they want to do that but they don't have power in society, you know, it's like, okay, it's like they don't exist, or whatever, or they lose their scope, you know.
mhm,
So we need action and we need people that fight, you know, but I think that if we don't fight us for us, we
mhm,
cannot expect that sight persons that don't understand our problems fight for us,
mhm,
because they don't have their own interest to fight for us, or maybe they have an experience in family,
mhm.
in house, wherever, so you know, with family members or friends. So and they say, okay, I believe, I fight.
Right, right.
So
And I think, well, and here's the thing. You brought up a good point, Ariana, and that is this. If you don't fight for your rights, how do you expect someone else to fight for you? And that's where self advocacy does come in, especially in the United States. Ever since the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act in the United States of America in 1990, um, the disabilities community, especially those of us who are blind and visually impaired, have been pushing what is known as informed choice. And that's a term you're going to hear a lot. Informed choice, meaning you have a choice as to what services you want, and nobody can try to force you to do something in regard to those services. So basically, you find out, okay, I'm a new immigrant in the US. I need orientation and mobility. They cannot deny you orientation and mobility. They can't deny you the right to read, the right to learn Braille. They cannot deny you the right to, go to a guide dog school if that's what you want to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I completely understand.
that's what
Yeah.
informed choice
You know,
is.
our problem is in Europe, I guess, but okay, it's the self-determination, because
Yeah.
okay, with the words, we say, oh no, nobody can force you and blah blah blah, but families force you to do something that you don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they have power on against you and they
Mhm.
use it against you
Mhm.
because if you don't work and they
Mhm.
say to you, oh no, we don't give you money to survive, what you have to
Mhm.
do? It's obviously that you have to take decisions that are not in your mind, but you
Mhm.
need it, you're constructed to do that. So, I know many cases, unfortunately, like that people are blind, that, so that they are invisible. So we are simply invisible in Europe.
Mhm.
So, because the association is in Italy, for example, you pay a quota to the
Right.
Italian, yeah, to the blind, Italian blind of the year.
Yeah.
So, but they don't
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
even do anything
Yeah. The
at
Italian
home.
Blind Union,
Yeah,
which really, which really, which really sucks. They don't do anything
no,
for the blind of Italy whatsoever. Um, and my friend, Cristina Accardi, she told me the people at the Italian Union for the Blind in Italy, she told me they are cornuti. So yeah, they're cornuti,
yeah, 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 because
and
they think only to their chair. So they don't care about people, but they care about their chair, and they look for to keep their chair on. So I mean, they want to be chairmen because I think that we give a lot of power to this association.
yeah.
So and I can assure you, I can guarantee you because I have a friend that is the president of Bolzano section and Trentino. He's nice person, but he's trying to concrete to make something concrete, but you know they they don't allow him to do that. They put obstacles, you know.
Mm, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and sometimes he said to me, okay, oh, I want to dismiss my, you know, my how this my because he's the chairman of the Italian Blind
Mhm.
Union at Bolzano section. I want to
Mhm.
dismiss myself. So I say to him, no, don't dismiss yourself because otherwise, if you do that, you play their joke. So you allow them to win on you. You have to be more stronger, than them because if you dismiss yourself, because you're against, or because you know you really fight for something, the other people say, ah, okay, we are happy because it's dismissed, this is what we want, because it's more convenient to have people that don't fight than the people that fight, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's convenient for them because they think, oh, well, if we can just dumb the blind down, if we can make
Yeah,
them dumb
yeah, it's
as
correct.
far as their rights are concerned, they're
Yeah,
not going to fight back because they don't know what their rights are.
correct.
And
It's correct. Yeah.
here in the yeah, here in the US, they have to make sure that we know what our rights are. And in the U.S., we have the Americans with Disabilities Act, which basically states that we have a right um, to a public school education. We have the right to accommodations at the workplace. Um, you can't be denied based on your disability. Um, and if a job denies you,
Yeah.
it has to be an undue burden. They have to present undue burden. Like if they deny an accommodation,
Mm.
it has to represent an undue burden to the employer, um, for them to give, not to accept you. They have to give justification for why they've denied something to you. And so does vocational rehabilitation services in the United States. So, like if you told, let's say you moved to Florida and you hooked up with Division of Blind Services and you
Okay.
told them,
Uh,
hey, I want a braille display, and you gave them justification. Division of Blind Services can't just tell you no. They have to give you a reason why they're telling you no.
ah,
You see how the United
yeah,
States is?
yeah,
They've made it
yeah, yeah.
hard. Yeah, they've made it hard for people just to tell you no just because they want to tell you no. They have to give they have
They
to
give
give you
valid
a reason.
justification. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they have to give you a justification
You know,
for it.
for example, in Italy, as I said in your channel in our video before, so
Hmm. Hmm.
it's good education, but not primary, secondary, and school. Good
Hmm.
education is at university, but for
Hmm.
example, the weak point is the personal attendance. So RJ, if you think that we are blind, we are independent, but there are people that are in wheelchair, beautiful creatures that need care, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a father wrote to me and said, my daughter want to go to university, and I help him to search personal attendance, and only two universities have this service. So only one in Trentino, that is in the north, and the other one is in Rome, but with high limitation. So for
Wow.
example, this service is available 14 hours a week, but if you need more, they don't understand that the family members work. Maybe they have their own life, and they have to pursue that. So it's not possible that they have to stay behind you every time. This is what
Hmm.
is tricky.
Hmm.
So, and then the weak point of Italy is that, okay, yes, you have high um, education rights. So you can go to school, university, and blah, blah, blah. But then
Hmm.
when you have to find a job,
Hmm.
okay, everything is loose. So you risk that
Hmm.
your own qualifications are not used. You put it in the wall. This is what I did, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And to me, you know, that's the reason why I'm really hoping Ariana, that um, because I know you've been doing some job searching. You've been
Yeah,
searching for jobs,
yeah,
and that's the reason why I'm honestly hoping that you're honestly, truly looking at jobs in the U.S. Because if you was to get a job in the United States of America, all this discrimination you'd be facing
yeah,
would seem like, it I mean, let's just say you've been, you've been facing discrimination 20% of the time. If you came into the US, it would almost be at 0% because unless you get a guy that just absolutely despises blind people, um most Americans
yeah,
that own businesses will try to work with you
yeah.
and with vocational rehab to get the
Because,
services you need.
yeah, because they know that the law is implemented. Because okay, you can have the America Act on Disability, but if it's not implemented in the law
Mhm.
system, or
Mhm.
if it's implemented only in the paper, and if you don't have a monitoring system that is efficiently,
Yep.
doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, finish doesn't exist, because
Yeah. Yeah.
we have this problem with the convention on rights of people with disability. So that
Mhm.
is an United Nations convention. So it's good if you read the rules. It's our
Mhm.
song, but the problem is
They do not enforce it.
no, and they don't have
Mm.
monitoring, uh, organizations and bodies and whatever.
Wow. Um
Yes.
so what do you hope more than anything in this world before July 31st? Do you hope to get a call saying, "Hey, why don't you come to the US and work?" Or, is that what you would love more than anything in this world?
Um, okay, I think that now, my plan is, um, this one is for know each other a little bit. I stop this and then I start a new one, a new life, a new one with the, when we talk about dreams. So
Okay.
now, I think that it's better that do like this, and then I make another with dreams, and we discuss about that. Okay,
Okay.
stop this.
All right. So what you want to do is you want to hit stop broadcast.
Yeah, yeah.